One of the greatest things that I found is that music is always an encouragement and uplifting, and it gives the kids a chance to do great things in the community.
We are here at Exodus, located 816 North Laramie, and we have Dorothy Pitfolk. How old are you? And then we have Sandra Brinson, who is her friend, and she invited her to come to get an award. We had an award, a real fantastic award banquet. I can't even remember the date, you know. What date was it? All I know is 2022. And it's 2023, and Miss Dorothy wasn't able to come to the dinner, and we had a nice dinner out in the suburbs. But I wanted her to come today, and she came today. Amen. Thank you for coming. You didn't have to take time out of your busy schedule to come here to Exodus to receive this award, but we appreciate you. And we wish Jerome, who had to go to the doctor, he's the executive director. We do have a board member, George, who was here. And then we have Wanda, who's the producer. So we all came around here so we could just tell you thank you for your community service. And you 80 what? 80 what?
88.
88. Double H, y'all.
And still
we
working.
8 month, 88. Triple blessing. She's a blessing. She's beautiful. Look how beautiful she is. Too. And she brought us a cake. But we wanted to just officially talk about this Exodus Award. Exodus Drum and Bugle Corps, this was the first annual Sung and Unsung Hero. We talked about the ones that went on, some of them went on to glory, you know, they got awards, and then we was talking about the ones that was alive, they got awards. Okay. Dorothy Pitfolk is a grandmother, she's an entrepreneur, she baked cakes. She said she do it all, a jack of all trades. I just want you to say a few words to us. Tell us.
Okay.
Hold your award.
I don't hold it for.
So you can just say thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
Yes, you do.
It's an honor.
There it is.
And I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you.
And if I can do anything for the church, I will help you out of business.
Business. Mm-hmm. This is a youth organization. You see, we got a lot of youth here.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Pitfolk. So, Sandra, where you met her at? She said she don't remember. She said y'all used to sell.
So long. We've been together so long.
She used to sell clothes.
The Princess.
How long ago?
About 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago.
I worked so hard. I didn't know I was going to come.
You from the west side?
Yes.
Yeah. Sandra, she's
her block is beautiful too, because she does a lot of the landscaping.
And then she talked about the landscape. She does landscaping.
She plants flowers, everything. One year she did corn in one of the yards.
Everything.
Yeah.
See, and then she could teach our
planting,
youth.
Yeah.
She could teach our young adults how to plant.
I told them if they come out of the house, if he come wherever he is, come out of the house, I will show him.
Well, that's good, and that's what we can do. We can get you to train them to do gardening. Okay?
Yeah. I told them. welcome.
So how many grandkids you got?
Oh my God, I can't tell you. There's so many, I can't tell you. Yeah.
From one child, she has about 25 grandkids.
Wow.
Great grands.
That's a lot.
You definitely know it now, 'cause all them looking like.
All them look alike. They got that
Like what
Pitfolk
Dorothy
trademark.
did.
And all of
Everything.
them does
Everything.
something. They either do hair, they're hairstylists, they're chefs, they garden,
Yeah.
they picked all that up from her.
Yeah.
So we got another guest, I guess.
Thank you.
We got another guest. We want her to come in and join. The more the merrier.
Tell them how
You know,
I
and it's
doing.
time. We want to show community representation, and we are a
Take that
community.
cake with you. I'm taking some.
Don't eat our cake
I
up,
got cake. I
Sam.
got cake at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, here you say.
come on, have a seat. You can sit in Sandra's
My
chair.
sister good.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, she's cute.
My name is Reverend Karen Calhoun. And where I got my reverend from is when I went to seminary in 2003 and 2007. And my major focus was womanist theology.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what you all were talking about when I sat down in here, you know, and you are the quintessential. You are the very idea of what a womanist is. A life-giving man, you know, womb man, you know, and
Womb man.
you said how many children again you have? Grandchildren?
So, I do really help.
Oh my goodness.
That's mine. Oh
And-
no, that's her.
You know, we call that the economy of God. That's what we care about. You know, it would be nice to make money.
I always try to help them.
Mine. But if she wants to
Thank you.
definitely let her have it if that's what she wants. Thank you for being you. I am just so proud to because we don't get a chance to engage people who have laid the
Ask them
platform.
if they'll give you my number. Tell them to give you my number.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're appointed at 33. I'm glad to have you.
Okay.
I've been there a long time.
But I think that, you know, what Exodus is doing and gathering these stories is that the young people will have a platform. It's not our job. We can't tell them what to do. We don't have to. But one thing for sure, they know they're standing on something strong.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of times they know what to do. My grandbaby, we went to the car show, and I had the tickets on the phone, and I didn't know how to get the tickets off the phone. So they told me to get out of line. They put me out of the line because I didn't know. And so I told my granddaughter, she snatched the phone. Grandma, give me that phone. And went right to where the tickets were. And I went right up there in that front line so I could go in there in the car show.
Oh,
See,
my goodness.
a lot of times your grandkids can show you
Of course you can.
what to do, even with the computers, you know, the phones, the things that we might, you know, not know how to do.
I don't mind, dude.
Yeah. So,
Today, I mean, this really is their world.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and you, I mean, when you describe that computer, I have 7 great grandbabies. And I've got 4 grandchildren. But if you look at a baby now, their fingers are moving.
yeah.
And what's happening is their minds are literally connected to the computer.
Yes, it is.
That's
So
right.
they're moving that fast. So oftentimes when we think that they're being disrespectful or they're going too fast, it has more to do with the time that
The
they've
time
been born in.
frame, yes.
Because the computer was not designed for us.
Right.
It was designed for them. And so therefore, they're good at it.
Right.
But it's, you know what, it's almost like a perfect balance, you know, because the quality of a society is how well it treats its young people
That's right.
and how well it treats its older people. So if young people are not doing well, older people are not doing well,
That's right.
then we got a problem with the society.
Right.
Now we know where to focus. We focus where the so-called power is. They're not looking at being balanced, you know. So your being here. You know, when we all, that song we sang, we're still here.
We still here.
We made it through.
Mm-hmm.
I know I tried to do everything.
Yeah.
And these kids are very intelligent. They're very smart. Yes, they are. And they trying to say that our kids are not intelligent, but they are.
Oh, they smart.
And we gotta allow them to lead. You know, the older is to teach the younger ones, and once they get taught, they lead the way. They have to lead our way, and then they have to help us.
But
we are the ones that need the help now.
They
We need the youngsters because they're strong.
But they need to know why they're smart.
Yeah.
See, we're in a STEM society now: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yeah.
And so when that baby was able to get the cell phone and correct that person for you,
Yeah.
they are science, technology,
Yes, they
engineering,
are.
and math. You know,
Thank you very much.
and the
Yeah.
reason that they're able to do it, the reason that they're smart is because we
I
were.
guess I don't get no snowball. I guess I gotta cry to get a snowball. Wonder, where my snowball?
Yep.
I'm at Exodus all the time and I ain't get a snowball. That hurt my feelings real bad.
Find me a
But that's all
strawberry.
right.
I have a question for you guys. Did you know that I was substitute teaching at Brinson because I'm still in the
Oh,
system.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That if you're willing to come, and I know they had that there last year, to come and read with a child, to just, if you could adopt one and engage that child maybe 4 days a week or something like that, they have a stipend.
Yeah, I
You know.
heard $3 or something. You know, my daughter.
Well, I don't. Well,
no, I'm not talking about the price. I'm just saying that's how much they pay you. My
No,
daughter is.
That's one. That's not the one I'm talking about. Is $1,000, and then there's because it's written down. They have it down there. So
It's not the city program.
It's know
Okay,
what?
I thought
There's
that
so
was
many
the city
different
program.
programs. That's
So,
where we
okay.
kind of get. If we deal with word of mouth, that's not don't cover everything.
Yeah.
You know, because you said you'll do everything for the church. Did you know the church could actually adopt a school? And at 3:30, when school is out, you could actually have a church program with your children.
Oh, that's great.
You know, and that's the law. You know, we're under the law now. So, you know, if you got a church around here and your church is interested in adopting a school.
Okay,
You know.
I'm gonna tell my pastor about that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
am.
Uh-huh.
And we can adopt a school, and we need to adopt a school because they're doing any and everything in our school system. So we, as parents and community worker, we have to help raise these kids. You know, we have a lot of kids come through here. All of us are mothers, sisters, aunt, what they call it, me mamas, and you know, god mamas. It takes the whole village to raise the children. And you know, Brandon, he came through the educational system. Our new mayor. You know, he was a teacher. You know, and so my mentor, Pastor Terrell, who is the principal of Western House, he's a teacher. You know, and they close friends. So, you know, our school system is lacking a lot of things now because they're allowing so much stuff to go on inside our school system.
Well, you
And
know,
then they
we
don't give our parents, they trying to tell the parents what they can and cannot do with their kids, and they shouldn't do that.
But the parents have, if you're not in there, if you don't have that time to spend going into, like, people can say anything they want to say about what's going on in Exodus right now, because they're not having the experience. You know, that's what has happened with us. We had, you know, as Brandon was raised in the school system, so was I. You know, on the west side. So, you know, 10 schools. So it wasn't that perfect house, perfect home.
Right.
But I always had something to eat.
Okay.
I always had a chair, a teacher, you know. And I mean, CPS helped raise me. We can't tear down the very system that actually gave us birth, because it used to be, the law was in local parenthesis. That's Greek for in place of the parent. So when you said it takes a village to raise a child, it's the same thing. So we're having language, a language, once we start connecting our languages, and we can and share stuff with each other, because if we only share one piece of information, that means people only get a piece.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would be really good if you could adopt a school and tell other Christians, you can adopt the school, go in and engage, get someone to help you engage the staff, because we need to raise teachers now.
Yes, we do. We definitely do need to raise teachers.
Senator Kimberly Lightford, out of the western suburbs, said that there's only 3% African American teachers in the state of Illinois.
But why is that? Why is it only 3%? First of all, we know that Rahm Emanuel closed 50 of our schools. We had 50 schools that was closed down, period. And we always trying to rally behind them not closing those schools. And so a lot of those kids had to be bused different places, and they had to come outside their neighborhood. So they was threatened by gangs and all kinds of stuff. So, and then the attendance started suffering. It's a lot of things that just was attacking our children. Now, a lot of these kids, half of them don't go to school. We got a little boy, and I ain't gonna say his name, because but he out
He
here.
gonna change.
We believe he's gonna change. That's why
he's gonna change.
Grab hold to him. Everybody don't know how to deal with somebody who's out here trying to stand on the corner and sell drugs. So we have to grab that child before they grab him. We got to grab him.
Okay.
I wrote a book called Why Mama Cussed Out Mr. Zump.
Why Mama cussed out Mrs. Zump?
My mother,
That's great.
she cussed out Mr. Zump, and this is back in the 60s. It's during the Civil Rights Movement. Paul liked school. That's my brother Paul. He's no longer here.
Okay.
But whenever a child gets kicked out of school, and if they're outside, somebody gonna raise them.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna
Somebody
teach them.
gonna raise him. Yeah. Somebody gonna put him up under their wing
And that's
and show him the ropes.
and that's the gangs.
That's
So
the gang.
therefore, that means that was all the way back in the 60s when that happened. So if it happened in the 60s, and I mean it happened in the 70s.
That's true.
If it was happening in the 70s, it was happening in the 80s. Happened in the 80s, it happened in the 90s. And so that's how come we're looking at this change in culture. Because you were here.
Okay.
When you, I'm sorry, what's your name again? Queen. Your name?
Dorothy?
Queen. Yeah, I'll just call you Queen. When you were here, wasn't the children more comfortable walking around back in the day? Like when you had when you said you were raised on the west side, and you raised your children here, your son here. Yeah.
Yeah, one son.
What was the neighborhood like?
Well, I sent my son to Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
My son was to Catholic school.
Okay. So that's another culture. That's another
Yeah,
culture.
my son was to Catholic school.
Okay.
You raised from that. Well, no, we went to the service.
Okay. How many kids you got?
I have 3 kids. I have a 47-year-old, a 45-year-old, and a 43-year-old. He just turned 43 day before yesterday.
Amen.
Yeah, my youngest son. And we gave him a surprise birthday party right here at Exodus. And he had never had a party, even growing up when he was younger. So this was his first ever having a party.
Wow.
And Wanda interviewed him. Biggie sung for him, and we had food. We took pictures, so it was really great.
Oh my goodness. Any grandchildren?
I got How many grandkids? 10. I got 10 grandchildren, and I got
We had to
2
make up for
great grandchildren.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
So how was the West Side when you know?
I love the West Side. I've been on the West Side all of my life. West Side! All my life I've been on the West Side. I only been on the South Side a few intervals, but that's it. You know. But I love the West Side.
What do you love about it?
I love the people. They more down
That's
to
different.
earth,
Oh,
and they, oh my God, and they friendly. Cause I'm a people person. I like meeting and greeting people. We supposed to greet and meet each other. We supposed to talk, communicate. I like to communicate. I don't like texting. I don't like all that. Talk to me. So, what about you?
Kind of the same. I think there might be a difference though. The only difference is, and I think we forget, because when the Queen said she raised her son in Catholic school, now that would have been different than my experience. You know, my son is 50. He's 52. My daughter is 43. So where did your children go to school?
My kids went to school on the West Side. They went to what's the name of that school? I'm trying to remember the schools on the West Side they went to. Been so long ago. They went to the Mexican school, so we live in the Mexican neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you automatically had a multicultural situation. All right.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that we're trying to dismiss, the idea that we've ever been just one culture. You know, we've been multiple culture, because cultural competency would be peace, right? So we got all this violence, you know, and so when we talk about how we are the same and how we're different, you know, because I did raise my kids in the suburbs, you know, but I was raised on the West Side, and I worked on the West Side. I stayed here because these were the children of my contemporaries, children of my children. I mean, everything I learned how to do, this is where I learned how to do it. Whether I learned how to love, whether I learned how to do good things, bad things. I mean, wherever you live, that's your home.
Right.
You know.
So by this coming to the West Side, and which one? I came to the North Side. I ain't like the North Side, so I came here from Chicago in '51, and that made me on the North Side for a couple of years. Yeah, I come to the West Side and where my child went to school. We graduated.
So what ward do you live in now?
Now I think I'm in the 6th ward. I'm in Bronzeville.
Oh, you in Bronzeville. What ward you live in? You don't know? You live on Gladys, so
Yeah,
what's your address?
2933 on 11.
2933.
Jackson.
2933.
So it was at
Jackson.
Robinson is my.
That sounds like, is it Telefaro? That's Irvin. Jason Irvin. That's your alderman, Jason Irvin.
You call,
Jason Irvin. Is that your alderman?
they call it something else too, another one. Okay.
Because they remap. A lot of times they had You live off Cicero?
That was in between Jackson and Cicero. 4933
Well, that is Teleferro's. That's Teleferro.
Ain't no California.
I said Teleferro.
Oh, okay.
Chris Teleferro. Alderman Chris Teleferro. That's 49.
On Red Island, Cicero and Red.
It's in between Irvin's. Because they remap. So some of Emma Mitt's area, they took over from the remap. So, and I used to work for State Senator Ricky Hender's office. You was talking about Kimberly Lightford. Senator Kimberly Lightford. I know her too.
So I guess that would be great, a really good movement to do, because I was looking at my, I got from Governor Pritzker a letter saying, talking about my voting. You know how,
Right.
yeah. Which I don't know how accurate it is, because when I started voting at 18, I made sure I voted. You know, I mean, we were voting people. You know, and
Yes,
like when you
we were.
asked us about, you know, you name people based on who their aldermen are. You know, I think those days are kind of,
Then you know who you're gonna vote for.
yeah. Then you know,
Right,
But
right.
I think the young people, you know, they might not be. I think they're the ones that's gonna be the aldermen. Now that I think about it,
Right, and that's where I was
yeah.
talking about the young people learning about at the state level, city level, and the federal level. So you can run for office like Brandon. Brandon ran for Cook County Commissioner, and I was real upset about him because we had a commissioner already, which was Commissioner Borkin, but Borkin lost, and then Brandon became the commissioner. And so he became the commissioner, then eventually he became mayor. So he had the support of his President Preckwinkle. So and
you're the political expert on the panel.
now,
Okay.
so I know a lot about politics.
Yeah.
But what's her name? You remember her name, George? What was her name? She's the commissioner. She replaced Brandon right now. And I ran into her downtown. I went to go see Brandon. I ran into him too, but I ran into her. Tara Stamps. Y'all heard of Tara Stamps?
Yeah.
Yeah, her mother was Miriam Stamps. You know, Miriam Stamps was a political figure on the west side of Chicago, and they named the library after her. And so Tyra got her own shoes. They talk about her mother, you know, her political, my mother was in politics. She was with NAACP. I never thought I wanted to get involved with politics. And then my children, they used to come up against me because they loved Barack Obama.
Right.
I ain't say I loved Barack Obama. My kids love Barack Obama. So I go against them. so we was against one another. So you can be against another party in the same house. So we just learn how to vote for who you feel you should vote for.
Okay.
We are responsible to always vote. Even if you don't like a person, go vote. We need to vote. So we just thanking and praising God for life, health, and strength. We got life, and we got health, and we got strength. And so we doing a lot over here at Exodus. We doing, we're getting ready to host something really big on the August the 10th, right? Is it the 10th? August the 10th. So it's a peace rally, and so our mayor's supposed to be here, coming here, and a few other people. So we just thank y'all for tuning in today. So we getting ready to go, and we just thank God for this.
Of course. Thank you.
This champion and this champion. We had two champions today, and we thank y'all for coming and being a part of this. Okay.
Okay, we're back once again. We want to also let you know that we're here to also give appreciation to people that's in our community that's doing positive things, positive role models, and people that we think that we should appreciate and give them their flowers while they're living. So that's one thing we want to do here today. We want to congratulate you on an award from the Exodus Institute. It's for being a positive individual, a positive role model, a grandmother in the community, and doing positive things to help inspire, train, teach, and cultivate our children as well as the land and the things that are around you. We thank you. We love you so much. We appreciate you coming down here, being a part of what we're doing at the Exodus Center, and giving.
Get my number and everything. Call me.
We sure will.
You out with the, food and stuff for your kids.
Okay, we want to do that. We want to reach out to you as well as other individuals to come down, volunteer, be a part of what we're doing and show us and help teach our youth crafts that they can use for the rest of their lives, just as we're doing with the media. Positive role models, positive entertainment, positive things so that we can build a positive community and help stomp out the violence and be great role models and people in our community that our youth and young individuals can learn from. Thank you. We'll be right back.